Hey everyone, this video I'm going to explain you how we can set up asynchronous communication. When we are talking about the asynchronous communication, message based communication comes into picture. This is the most prominent way to establish the asynchronous communication. Last video I have explained you about the microservices communication and how we can set up the synchronous communication as well. So this video we are going to see asynchronous communication. So let's go ahead and see this. There are different approaches for message based communication. First category that comes in asynchronous communication is notification. You can very much relate it to the with your mobile system. When you have enabled notification for WhatsApp or any other website, you get notification, you get that notification, you read that out, and just for information purpose. So it is for, sometimes it is for information purpose, and sometimes you can respond to it. Like nowadays, WhatsApp has this feature that when you are getting some notification, you can just all the talking in the notification itself without going to the actual application, WhatsApp application. So notification helps us a lot. So this is the one way of message based communication, asynchronous communication. And most of the time notification are for just information purpose. They are just going to deliver some information, and whoever is delivering that notification is not expecting any response from you. Next in the category comes the request or request asynchronous response. So to understand this one, so let's see, this is the service one and this is the service two. And request, this service one had delivered some message to S2, but it is not immediately expecting any response from S2, but through the mechanism of callback, that when I mean, when S1 has requested something from S2, but it is not waiting for the response from S2. It had immediately written from here, and S2 is preparing that response for S1. When that response is ready, it is going to use callback mechanism to inform the S1 that the response is ready, and then S1 can process that response accordingly. Next in the category comes the publisher and subscriber. So publish and subscriber means this service one is going to publish some messages to some message broker here, and whatever n number of services will be there, whoever want to consume those messages, they can just consume it. And it can be for one service and it can be for two service. So S1 doesn't care about that. It had just published that message to message broker, and any number of services can consume that. So this is about the publish subscribe model of the messaging. Publish and asynchronous response. Here it is very much related to the second one that we have seen. So here in request asynchronous message, it is the direct communication that was happening, and the complete communication was happening through the callback. But here in publish and asynchronous response, when a message has been delivered to broker and any of the services want to respond to S1, they can again generate some event, they can generate some messages, and then S1 can start listening to that from this broker as well. So any of the services can be producer of the message as well as consumer of the messages as well, both of the things. So this way this communication can be completed. So this comes under the publish and asynchronous response. There is not direct communication between these two services, but indirectly through messages they are communicating. So these are the different approaches for the message based communication. Now coming to the points how we can implement this messaging based communication, that we were talking about the message broker coming into picture, that we have to publish that message to that point. How we can do that? So there are different providers in the market. Let me show you some of those. There is one that is RabbitMQ. This is the message based broker, so which we can use. This is the microservice which can publish some messages to this queue. There is a concept of queues, and different microservices that they want to listen to respective queues, they can listen to that. And this is coming into the picture, RabbitMQ. This is for just general purpose information that RabbitMQ can be used as a message broker. If you want to learn about RabbitMQ, you should jump to the official documentation to learn about it. In future I'm going to cover RabbitMQ as well properly when we will be covering this demo about this one. So if you want to just get the immediate information about it, jump to the documentation of the RabbitMQ. And coming to the next one, we have ActiveMQ. So like RabbitMQ, we have ActiveMQ as well. So this is provided by Apache, and ActiveMQ also can be used as a message broker. So if you want to get the information about this, you should check out the documentation of this. In future, if I get time, I'll cover the ActiveMQ as well. Now coming to the next one, next we have Apache Kafka, which also can be used as a message broker. There is certain change in terminology. Earlier we were saying that there is concept of queues. In Kafka, we have concept of about topics. So if you know about Kafka, then you can relate it properly. If you want to get the information, you should check out the documentation. In future, I'm going to cover Apache Kafka properly in separate tutorial series when we will be showing the demo about the event based system. So I'll cover that in this case. So that's all about this video. So next video, I'm going to explain you about the graph. So if you have watched the video about the REST, so REST was the one way to create the REST API to generate the microservices. So GraphQL is one another way that we can use to generate to create those APIs, those microservices, and we can generate the data. So I'm going to cover this GraphQL in the next video. So if you want to check out all the other topics under microservices architecture, so this is the link for you. If you like the content, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe the channel, and press the bell icon so that you get notification about every upload on the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye bye.